Who? What? What happened? Who's that? Doug? You must be playing in Madden Champs. Oh. Damn. Okay, on the stick, if I pull it towards me, that's going low. Okay, bet. Yeah, I did not know that. I was like, Ant, I was always pressing forward.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Go, go. Get set, get set.
From the gun, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Yeah.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0.
I over pursued it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Over pursued it, took him out of fucking position.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. On first down, this is Geis. He's to the 10, and finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd down, it's Lindsey.
Oh!
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their
It's
lead.
like I be in position, but I shoot myself in the foot.
And got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here come the Raiders. Already
I
down
need
2
one of
touchdowns
ant
here in the
pills.
first half.
I'm
This
fucking
becomes a pretty important
antsy like a
drive, doesn't it?
motherfucker.
Certainly
Damn.
does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Is somebody
to
snoring?
start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And this one will go
You
to
couldn't
the
get out that shit,
28-yard
man.
line.
God damn.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And incomplete. The contact.
Cooper, you got to hold on to this shit. Damn.
That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their
Motherfucker.
defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Denver getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Oh, fuck.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on football.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On second down, here's Carr. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free.
Niggas don't want to hold on to shit now. What the fuck?
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to launch this thing. And that's caught inside the 35. On 3rd down, that is a big-time play for the Raiders. 42 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Now it's Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7.
24-7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. The Bronco offense
shit. Okay. Yeah. Appreciate that.
And you know, certainly a lot of football.
Okay, that's what's up.
We're not into December
Yeah, that's what's up.
Right now where we stand,
no, he said we can keep playing.
Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the
that's what I'm assuming, because we said we was going to play a half.
So you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5.
Okay, fellas, we got new life. We got new life. Come on now. Come on. Get amped up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Okay, let's go, fellas. Come on. Come on.
Some guys have a knack.
That's the shit we need. We need shit like that.
Last week forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always
Get
told me,
amped
hey,
up.
Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on,
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
And a short gain down to about the 33. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A second down pass play
Cooper,
there,
you
but
really
it's
starting to
incomplete.
piss me the
And
fuck off.
Incomplete there, a nice hit.
You
Jars
really
the
are,
ball free
motherfucker.
and brings up 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. That's going to be caught.
I don't know what D. That nigga was. He was naked over there. Yeah, fellas.
6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
All right, we down 10. We down 10.
The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth first half. So we're right back where we started.
I was so scared I was going to overthrow it. I saw he was wide the fuck open.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On the handoff, it's Geis. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20.
D sure know how to put the motherfucking brakes on.
Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Damn.
No matter how they
He
phrase
fucking
it,
a
staying
nigga
on
up.
schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run with Geis. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Ooh.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco.
D
that's
ain't gonna
banged
like
up on the
that.
play. We'll take a break.
Especially if he lose my man for some time. He ain't gonna like that.
throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Geis receives the pitch and spins away. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a run with Geis.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Geis. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run here with Balazs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone.
And all the way home for a Bronco score. Darius
I just can't
Geis
fuck with the Keith Marshall juke move. He fucking me up.
And the Broncos have broken the tie.
He fucking me up with that shit. Damn.
Miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
You just saw it.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Should's been a flag, ref. He throwing my nigga Amari off his route.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now Carr. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory.
I know he don't like that one. I'm shocked I got that motherfucker.
Back to Oakland after this. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now Carr throwing on second down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Get down, get down. Ladies.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first.
Tried that shit, yo.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it.
No, that was a throw.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back.
I see what you're saying.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Carr to throw on second down. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw is Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, this from 48. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get down.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
This is Geis on a handoff left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They're going to look to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
How is it you highlight a receiver and that motherfucker still be wide open?
As they've got
I don't
it to
get
the
that.
28-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
I sure put it on him. And that motherfucker was wide open.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Watching that, Barney.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Darius Geis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I wonder who that sounded
And
like.
this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
Say he ain't playing San Francisco from yesterday, huh?
In the first half, you're scripting 12-16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8-10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use.
For real?
Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr, he's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest.
Get your ass down. I'm not playing with you. Get on your – get off.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third and long, it's Carr. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And Denver getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me pump out
He
my
just
chest
tried to
a little bit,
run
even
that
though I'm not
tough play
rooting for
on
either
me.
team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, they run. Again, it's Gase. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll wind up short of the goal line. So they will not be able to get this back within a score as this remains a 10-point differential. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Now, whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. run here right off the bat. And he'll get this one up to the 26. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding the clock.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
This is Geis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Leopard!
Back now in the East Bay. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
A W is a W, man.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
He may try and run for this. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position.
Go ahead and
battle as
say
a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Out left side here to Bryant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
No, you got to add 10 to the score.
Starting very nicely. First down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week
right.
after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Got it left.
Geis. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
I might have one, if that.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They run it with Balazs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well,
you in another game, man?
There to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3?
Oh, he went down.
You go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6.
Yeah, it was fucked up game.
Ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back
Maybe
out there and
he
go,
missed his blocking assignment.
Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. To throw on 2nd down. Carr, blitz coming, and down he goes. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brendan Langley picks him. Intended that time for Cooper. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receiver can
What?
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Oh, was she white?
So many times we look at a short run and we
If
praise
they didn't
the
show a
offense for
picture,
trying to set
you
the
know they
tempo,
MO.
establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just
know
won the
they
battle
MO.
there. Wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.